Thank you, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here with the Ankeny Democrats. I want to thank you for all you are doing. You guys had an amazing 2018. Look at your neighbor, congratulate your neighbor, give everyone a round of applause for that great success. We need Amber to run again, don't we? And we need to elect Amber. We can do it. So this is the front line, and everyone here, you're making an amazing difference, not only for your community, not only for Iowa, but for this whole country. So my profound thanks for that. And I want to tell you something about myself, and I want to begin by saying I am particularly pleased to be able to introduce you to my son Dante, who's here today. Dante's right there. Dante graduated college in May, went on a little vacation, and now has joined our campaign. This is his first day on the trail right here in Iowa. Next generation coming up strong. And I am really proud of him. I'm proud of him for a lot of reasons. He's a good young man, and he put his heart and soul into everything he has done, to his education. Also, I want to warn all the Democratic candidates for president, my son's going to be coaching me now before the next debates, and he was a New York State champion debater. So I got a ringer. I got a ringer on my side. And I love my son and my daughter and my wife and my family, and I have to tell you something. My love comes in part from some real pain. And I talked about this at the last debate, and I want to just tell you a little, because I've been bringing up this good young man, and I had to learn how to be a father in a lot of ways because my dad was not around a lot. My dad went through a lot of hell. My parents had me later in life, so my dad, my mom, they were the World War II generation. And after Pearl Harbor, my dad volunteered, went into U.S. Army, fought in battle after battle in the Pacific. His last battle was in Okinawa, one of the worst of human history. And on one of the last days of that battle, a grenade landed by him and half his leg was blown off. And he came home, and I was born later and watched as he struggled with the physical reality, the pain, but the physical part was not the tough part in the end compared to the emotional part. My dad suffered from PTSD. They didn't call it back then. They didn't have a name for it. But he suffered, and I have to tell you, he declined and declined, and the honest truth is it got so bad that he finally took his own life. And I watched that decline, and it was very painful for all of us. And there was not the health care he needed. He needed mental health care, and it wasn't there for him. And we're talking about the World War II generation. They called them the greatest generation. They deserve that name, but even for them, the health care they needed wasn't there. Just like for so many people, it's not there today. The mental health care, the physical health care, so many people suffering. I saw that, I felt that. And if you go through something like that, it changes who you are. It totally made me want to be the best possible father I could be, the best possible husband, because I saw my family fall apart and I saw my dad not able to be there for me. But it also propelled me into the work of trying to change this world. Because I saw things that were wrong, and if you, like so many people here, I know people here can think about your own lives and the things that happened to you and your family, the things that made you feel we had to do something different. I got involved because in my heart I knew we had to do something different, and I had to believe we could. And every step of the way, I have found that change is possible. And sometimes that change starts by recognizing the pain and recognizing the challenges, but I have found that change is possible. But it starts with being really clear what people are going through. I've talked to people all over Iowa, all over America. Folks are working very, very hard. A lot of people working 2 jobs or more. People are really working, but they're not getting rewarded. Folks don't have enough security. They don't have enough time for themselves, for their families. They don't have enough health care. They've got a whole lot of stress. And it doesn't have to be that way. And my message today is, it doesn't have to be that way, and we as Democrats have to lead the change in this country. Because we're a great country, but our people should not be struggling so much. Working class people, middle class people who still live with so much insecurity. Now, I want to say to you, this is a moment of decision for us as Democrats, who we are, what we are going to be for this country. We're fighting for the heart and soul of our country and for our party right now. I believe that we must be always the party of change, the party on the side of working people, and that we will not accept this status quo. And people have to feel that about us, that they know we will not accept this status quo. Whenever we talk in this country about what fairness would be, about investing in our children and their education, investing in our veterans, making sure people have a decent life, making sure they can get health care when they need it. When we talk about those things, there are so many voices from the other side, and they say we can't afford it. They say there's not enough money to invest in our people and in our communities. And I say what I believe is the truth. There's plenty of money in this world. There's plenty of money in this country. It's just in the wrong hands. It's in the wrong hands. The folks who do the work, so many good people here, so many good people all over Iowa who did the work, who created the wealth, they should be rewarded more. And it can be. And I'll tell you from my own experience, I lead the nation's largest city. And I said we had to do things differently. We had to actually put money back in the hands of working people. We gave pre-K to every family, pre-K to every child for free. Think about that, for free for everyone who needed it. It was there for them. It was something they could believe in. It was guaranteed. We said if someone was working, and God forbid they got sick, they should not lose a day's pay just because they have to go to the doctor. And millions of Americans can't afford to lose even one day's pay. So we passed a law giving paid sick days so folks could take care of themselves. We said, and we did it, that folks without health insurance shouldn't suffer. Families without health insurance shouldn't suffer. First city, first state. No city, no state in the country has done what we have done. We are simply guaranteeing health care for anyone who doesn't have insurance. We're guaranteeing them a doctor. We're guaranteeing them that they will have a family doctor pay only that which they can pay. And one more I want to tell you, and if you hear this and you say, I've never heard this before, it's because you've never heard it before. We are in a wonderful country, but we're the only industrialized country in the world that does not give working people any guarantee of time off or vacation time, no matter how hard they work. There's no law guaranteeing that in America. In New York this year, we're passing a law. 2 weeks paid vacation for every working person, guaranteed. So people can actually have a life. So let me wrap it together here. I believe we as Democrats, we need to be the party of working people. Just period. Who believes we need to be the party of working people? Do you believe that? And if you believe that, we have a moment of truth coming up in these next weeks in America. The new NAFTA. Donald Trump is sending a new NAFTA treaty. It's got a different name, but it's the same old NAFTA, except he managed to make it even worse. To give even more power to the pharmaceutical companies and the big oil companies. That new NAFTA is coming to the United States Congress, and we need to say to every senator, every Congress member, send it back. We don't need a new NAFTA. We don't need any NAFTA, because we have to protect the American worker. We have a chance to make that clear. And to make clear that Democrats stand with working people, stand with labor, stand with our unions, not with the big corporations. This is a moment of truth for this party and for this nation. So I conclude with this. I'm going to be talking about this everywhere I go. I'm going to be talking about this on this debate stage in Detroit. Making us once again the party of working people. Making us a country that puts working people first. I need your help to change this country. I need your help to change this party. And if you believe in this idea, go online, BillDeBlasio.com, and help me get my message out. Help me stay on that debate stage and tell our party and our people that once again we could be a country that puts working people first. It can be. You get to decide. My last statement. You know how people, lots of elections say this is the most important election of our lifetime? You ever heard that one? This is the most important election of our lifetime. Pause. My friends, this is actually the most important election of our lifetime. This is the real one. This is not a test. This is the actual one. You hold the key. In Ankeny, in Iowa, you hold the key. Reach your neighbors, reach your coworkers, reach your family, reach the people you worship with. If they feel your hearts and they believe change can happen, they will come out and they will make a difference. You have that power. And if we all do that right all over this nation, I guarantee one thing, we will have the largest voter turnout in generations, and we will make the change, and we will be the party that brings America back to working people. Thank you, and God bless you.